What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over Tribe Gaming's ESL pre-qualifier this last Saturday. We got 3 wars to show you guys, and Tribe Gaming did really well. 13 stars, 15 stars, 13 stars, tons of triples. Let's go ahead and jump right into the action. Alright guys, so right before we get into the replays, I just want to remind y'all, if you want to support me in-game, make sure you go into your settings, into more settings, scroll all the way down where you see creator boost code. Make sure you type in Lexnos before you purchase any gems or any gold passes, guys. It really does help me out a lot. If you do use my code, definitely let me know down below in the comments, because that really does mean a lot to me. But let's go ahead and jump straight into some of these wars. We've done a couple since then, but the main wars that we're looking at today are the 3 from this last Saturday. It'll be these 3 right here: Tribe Gaming versus Lacoste, Tribe Gaming versus Hunter X Hunter 9, and Tribe Gaming versus Linzancos. So let's go ahead and check out these wars right here. This was our first war in the ESL pre-qualifier. Now there was, I believe, about 412 teams that checked in, something like that. It might be a little bit less. Maybe it was 412 that signed up. So we had to start in the round of 512. So this last Saturday we played the round of 512, the round of 256, and the round of 128. And we won all those wars. Now I will say I did go 3 for 3 this Saturday, as well as Hitsue and Danny. All 3 of us went 3 for 3 this Saturday. Amazing performances from us. So let's go ahead and check out all of the triples from this weekend. We're going to watch mine here on base number 1 first to start it off, coming in with the Queen Charge Hybrid. Now, this is a team effort, guys. Just because me, Hitsue, and Danny went 3 for 3 doesn't mean that Nick and Hexs didn't support a lot. They came up with a lot of plans. They helped a lot. Everything was a team effort. So here we go. This first plan, we decided, okay, we want to abuse this channel here, this open channel through the core of the base where Queen can reach so much stuff, including the Eagle. But we wanted to make sure we got that Town Hall down. So I came in with the early blimp here, get that Town Hall down, and pull the CC as well. Make a funnel on the left side, start the Queen over here by the 630 angle, and she's going to walk right in. Going to have to rage super early so she can get through that King, and then eventually she'll have to fight the RC as well. CC's coming over to her. She's going to be able to kill that here. So we're going to fast forward because it takes her at least 12 years to kill that Lava Hound right there. Another Wizard on the left side just to make sure that funnel's made nice and neat. Queen's going to step up. I'm going to have to use another Rage because there is a Tesla farm and the Roa Champ that come up to fight my enemy Queen here. So she's going to get through all of that with a free spell as well, because it was just way too much DPS. All 4 of those Teslas popped at the same time because they're in a straight line here. Using a minion to make more of a funnel here, and then now once Queen steps up into this channel, we have to figure out a way to kill that Inferno Tower, or else it'll kill all our healers. So I decided, you know what, I don't need the Roa Champ for the hybrid. I'm just going to send my Roa Champ with an Ice Golem here. She's going to take out that Inferno Tower, no problem, and then Wizard here to make the rest of the funnel. Queen's going to go inside, then we're going to be able to send the King over here at 9 o'clock. He's going to walk up and then just hybrid straight through the rest of the base, just like that. Queen will be able to reach everything else. Hybrid doesn't even have to get that much value because of how much value the Queen Walk and the Roa Champ are getting. There goes the Roa Champ ability. She gets the Inferno Tower down, frees the Eagle and the Sweeper to make sure the Queen stays alive, and the Expo as well. Warden ability here to evade the damage of that scatter shot. Now I'm going to drop the heal going into this multi-target Inferno and the enemy Queen here. Everything's going to push through, kill her. Queen takes out the enemy clan castle building. She's going to keep stepping up for this Expo and all these archer towers. Guys, I don't even need this last heal. I'm going to be able to swag it easily. This attack was just too good. The plan was perfect for this base and didn't even need that last heal. The Queen Charge got so much value. The Roa Champ got so much value. The King did the perfect job on the funnel on the outside. The Miners and the Hogs just completely overwhelmed that base. Swag heal there. Don't even need it. Beautiful way to start off our first war of the day. Let's go ahead and check out Danny's attack as well. You guys may have seen some of these attacks, some of Hitsue's attacks and some of Danny's attacks on Hitsue's channel, and if you did, let me know down below. You got to hear Hitsue explain a lot about them, but these are just going to be my point of view of what happened in commentary a little bit. But basically, Danny coming in here with the Yeti Smash on this one. He's going to be going in, Warden walked the Town Hall, and then he's going to be entering in with a jump spell right over where this elixir storage is. He made an early funnel on some of these defenses at 3 with some Hogs here. Needs a Rage for the Warden to get that Town Hall down. Now he can send everything into the gap with the jump spell. We're going to times 2 and times 4 through some of these replays because you can see a bunch of them. on Itzu's channel, not my attacks. He hasn't shown mine yet, so I'm going to be showing all of mine in depth here, along with some of Hex's and Nick's also in the second war. So the Siege Barracks go on the outside here. The Hogs coming out, P.E.K.K.A tanking nicely for them, still has the Road Champ to drop up there as well. Everything pathing nicely. They kind of split a little bit up top once he gets here. Some of the bowlers go up top, some of the Yetis stay down low. The Queen was stuck on pups for a while. Now she's going to come up and get some of these defenses up top. Road Champ gets the Inferno up top without using her ability, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want. You don't want to burn her ability too early on the first Inferno that she finds. Queen is going to pop her ability here, get the bomb tower, get the cannon, and step up for that wizard tower. He still has a Road Champ ability, so you already know she's going to be able to chain all these defenses here, go back up to full health. He's going to be able to distract some of these defenses like the Archer Tower with those balloons, so that way Road Champ can stay alive just a little bit longer, and it's going to really help him get the triple here. We'll fast forward through the cleanup. Nice attack here by Danny with the Yeti Smash on this one. We're also going to check out Itzu's attack on this one, on this war, right after this. So we'll fast forward. Queen's just going to beat a wall. Those wizards can finish off the base without her, though. So many wizards from the Siege Barracks doing cleanup. So beautiful hit there from Danny. I believe, yeah, Nick had a 94% in this war. It was super close. He almost had the triple to give us 14 stars here. But Itzu's going to be coming in on this base with the Queen Charge Hybrid. He's going to be charging into that multi-target Inferno. This one was all his plan. He wanted to charge in right here, or start the Queen here, and then charge up, double wall break into the multi-target Inferno. At first, we were a little concerned that there would be a lot of DPS right here with the Sweeper and 2 scatter shots and the Queen all on your Queen at the same time, but luckily he decided to use his King up here, and he was like, you know what, no, it won't be that much DPS. My King will be tanking this scatter shot and pull the CC, so my Queen can fight the enemy Queen before the CC goes to her. So it's actually going to work out really nicely as long as he times it correctly, which he does. Itzu's going to time it perfectly here. Queen's going to step up for this Inferno Tower. King's going to walk up, pop his ability pretty soon. He's going to pull the CC and distract this scatter shot. That Coco Loom pulls the Seeking Air Mine just absolutely perfectly. Luckily, Queen's still barely inside that rage, so she can fight the enemy Queen here. CC goes to the King. Queen's going to be able to step up, get the scatter shot before she locks onto the Hound. That's really crucial, honestly. That way he doesn't have to burn the second rage too early here. He would have had to use it already by now if that scatter shot was still alive. So he's going to drop the poison here, kill as many pups as he can, gets the Ice Golem down. Unfortunately, the Eagle Artillery activates and targets his healers. There's just nothing you can do about it. It just kind of sucks. We really wish it would target the Queen, but it doesn't. Now he's going to start with the Hybrid up top. Siege Barracks from 3 o'clock to walk down. All the Hybrid troops moving straight into the Town Hall. Queen's going to be able to get that scatter shot and then pop her ability. He's not going to use another rage on her because he figures she's probably going to die to that single target Inferno. She's going to be able to do a bunch of damage to the King here, though, which is nice. He'll be able to save that rage for the Hybrid. And the healers are also going to switch over to the Hybrid. Pops the Warden ability there over the Town Hall to save the Hogs and the Miners from that damage and the Road Champ. The Miners probably would have dodged it, but the Hogs and the Road Champ don't. Healers switch over. He's going to freeze that Eagle just so it doesn't fire onto the Hybrid that many times. And then he's going to be able to rage here in the core over the Eagle and heal. Unfortunately, that heal, I mean, it was good because it caught all the Miners, but it was kind of sad that it missed all the Hogs because now the Hogs are going to die. But it's okay. All he needs are Miners to finish off this one. The Hogs are going to die out, but the Miners, the healers, and the Road Champ here are going to be able to finish off the base with the Wizards on cleanup duty on the outside. Overkill, honestly, because of those healers switching and him being able to rage the Hybrid with the healers. It's just super OP. He's going to have to pop the Road Champ ability pretty soon. Uses his last freeze that he saved for that Inferno Tower, and from here is just cleanup. Nice attack by Itzu. Beautiful job with the Queen Charge Hybrid. Again, we're abusing those channels. Well, not really, because he could have walked the Queen into the channel like that, and that's probably what we figured was baited, so Itzu decided just to go at a slightly different angle, get the double wall break, and send the King into that channel, and it still made the funnel there for the Hybrid to go straight through into the Town Hall just like that. So that was our first war in the Cup. They did triple Itzu's base on that one, but we're not going to show it because we might reuse it. But if we go ahead and take a look at the second war we had last Saturday, guys, we got the perfect war against Sky09. They were in this clan called Hunter X, Hunter 9, and at first, you know, we were a little worried. We know a few of these guys, they're pretty good, but we ended up getting the perfect war against them. So let's go ahead and jump into all these replays here. All 5 of us getting the triple in this war. Nick coming in with the Sui Lalo on this one. He's going to end up using his Royal Champ early over here at 430 to get a bunch of these defenses down. Her ability is actually going to chain this way because of a Tesla farm. And then he's just going to Sui for the Town Hall with his King and Queen. And then just Lalo from the top side like that. Beautiful attack here. The base was just begging for it. Royal Champ's going to get all this value here from the Sui. There goes her ability, gets all those Teslas down, and then she's going to be able to do about half damage to that Wizard Tower before she gets a shot off on the enemy RC, which is nice. Wall break does target the perfect wall. King going to use his ability to make the funnel, and Queen's going to be able to step up with an Ice Golem and get this Town Hall down. He's just going to be real patient, make sure Queen's going to walk the right way. There she goes, perfect placement. She's going to go in, that Ice Golem's going to tank the Expo, and it's going to freeze the Town Hall as soon as it dies here. So Queen's going to be able to get that down. Now he's going to test a balloon to go to the Wizard Tower here because that's where he wants to start the Lalo. He's going to drop a Slammer there because he has a dragon in a Slammer. Unfortunately, that Tesla pops and it distracts the balloon, and it's going to distract the Slammer. So the Slammer's going to go up for the Tesla, but he's able to start the Lalo from here. He doesn't know what's in the CC yet, but he brought a poison just in case along with the Skelly spell. He's hoping that the dragon and the Slammer can take out the Royal Champ so that way he can save the Skelly spell for the enemy Queen. Going to haste the loons on the top side to try and make the funnel here. The reason you do that, you want to haste, rage, Warden ability, your main group here pushing into the core, and then you do double haste on this top group to cut off the funnel, get rid of all these defenses up top. That way the main group can just path through the core like that. That's the basic idea of his Lalo flight here. Everything going to be pushing through. Already dropped the rage, already popped the Warden ability. Unfortunately, after the RC goes down, the dragon goes to the right and is just going to get stuck on storages and stuff. It would have been nice if he went left and helped take out all these expos and defenses in the core, but that's not going to happen. Luckily, Warden's going to stay with his group of loons. He's going to have to freeze that scatter shot on the back end, otherwise it would have completely dicked all his loons. Now he drops the Skelly spell in the wrong compartment here. Queen's in this compartment here, and he drops the Skelly spell right on top of the CC. So a little bit of a misclick there, but it's still going to end up tripling. He has so many loons up. They're going to take out that scatter shot. He saved the poison. Nothing came out of the CC, so they probably had, you know, a Hound Ice Golem or a triple Ice Golem, so he didn't have to use the poison on it. So he drops the poison on the Queen, and she's going to be stuck there for a little while. Skellies are going to beat through a wall and try to get her down, but eventually he has so many loons up, and the dragon and the minions that were doing cleanup are eventually going to go over to the core and take her out. No problem at all. Beautiful Sui Lalo here from Nick. Overwhelming with so many loons left alive. Nice attack. The base was just begging for it. That's going to be a triple to start off this war. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. This one's going to be by iTzu. Again, you can see this attack on his channel, so I'm going to go kind of fast through it. It is a Queen Charge Lalo. He's going to walk from 9 up toward 11 and then break into the Inferno Tower compartment and try to get the double break on the Expo for the Eagle here. Just like that, and it's going to work out perfectly, and then he's going to Lalo from the bottom side with a blimp for the Town Hall nice and early. So he has to rage up the Queen there so she can take out the enemy Road Champ and deal with that Skelly trap. Now remember, when this happened, he started freaking out a little bit when we were live on voice chat. Super Goblins coming out of the clan castle. He wasn't really sure what to do. Would he need to freeze them? Would he need to drop another rage? How much damage do they do to your Queen? We've never really seen Super Goblins attacking your Queen from a defensive CC. So he drops the rage, which was actually well needed, but luckily didn't freeze or pop his ability. She's going to be able to go over here where the wall break was successful, take out that single target Inferno Tower, and then the second layer wall break also going to target the right wall perfectly. It's going to get that Expo down. Queen now is able to walk in toward the Eagle here. She's taking a lot of damage, so he has to freeze this enemy Queen here along with the single target Inferno. Unfortunately, was not able to get that Eagle with the freeze, so it's doing a lot of damage to his Queen. He's going to have to pop her ability here because of the King and that single target Inferno locking onto her again. Blimp is going to make it all the way to the Town Hall, which is just perfect. Outcome, a Hound and 5 Super Goblins. They're going to get that Town Hall down, so he doesn't have to use his Warden ability over the Town Hall. That's the really good thing about using the Super Goblins in your in your Blimp when you're doing that, guys. If you time it right, you don't have to use the Warden ability over the Town Hall anymore. So the Lalo coming in from the bottom side, the Eagle went down to the Queen. There's honestly not a lot left that could target his loons, and the Hound is tanking them nicely, so he's not even going to use any spells early here. He used one haste on the entry, and that's it. He's just going to let these loons fly through the base, take their time, pops the Warden ability, and then drops the haste there, and then the rage on the back end. just like that, just to get through this wizard tower and make sure that he doesn't lose too many loons here to it. Minions on the bottom side for cleanup, and that's all she wrote for this one. A beautiful Queen Charge Lala plan here, again from iTzu. He was coming up with a lot of the plans this weekend, so definitely a nice job to him. That was a super nice attack, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into the next one here. That one is going to be by me. This one was right at the end of the war. This is the one we needed to get for the perfect war. This was our last attack, and I'm going to be coming in with the Queen Charge Hogs. This one was actually really baited. They baited the entry perfectly, and I still ended up recovering and get the triple. The basic idea was I wanted to blimp here for the single target Inferno, and then walk just like this, wall break into this wizard tower, and then wall break again into this channel here, and then hog from 4 just like that with a few hogs to get these 2 defenses at 2, and I was going to use my BK to funnel up top. But they ended up trapping this area right here with the tornado trap and several Seeking Air Mines, and my blimp didn't even make it into the Inferno Tower compartment, but I was still able to recover, still able to get the triple, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Going to start with a few Coco Loons, and then the blimp. There is a Tesla there to throw the loons off, and then the tornado trap. I should have waited for the tornado trap to get activated, but I didn't know it was actually going to be there. And then boom, the blimp hits the tornado trap, and then it dies right there outside of the wall, unfortunately. So the Yetis are just going to walk up and around. They're not going to get that Inferno Tower, so I had to think really quick, okay, how do I save this on the fly? I don't want to change up the plan too much. I have a funnel made down here, so I need to Queen Charge that Inferno Tower. So I'm going to drop the King up there. I'm going to wall break straight into the Inferno Tower, and then I'm going to let my Queen fight the enemy King here. Now this weird thing happens. Look, my Queen is literally shooting the enemy King here, and he's still on question mark. He's not aggroed to the enemy King yet. He's just on question mark, and then he's going to go target the enemy King here, which I thought was just absolutely hilarious. Now I know it's because the Queen wasn't actually inside his radius yet when she was shooting him, and the King does step inside, but it's still really funny that he did that. Drop a Coco Loon there, picks up a Sam, which is nice. I am going to have to burn a freeze here early on that Inferno Tower because it locks onto my Queen, which I didn't want to do. That wasn't a part of the initial plan, but I had to make a lot of adjustments here because that blimp basically failed, and I basically wasted those Yetis in the blimp. There goes my second wall breaker to make the connecting break. So I am going to be able to continue the charge and get into that compartment I wanted to, but I don't have another wall breaker for this compartment here, so I'm just going to have to let a Queen beat through the wall, and hopefully she picks the right wall. Excuse me, allergies. Queen's going to step up, get this Expo. I still haven't even dropped my first rage yet. Still have all 3 rages. I'm going to be able to use it here because of that scatter shot and the Town Hall pretty shortly. Now she's starting to lose a lot of HP, so I dropped the rage. A little aggressive there. Wizard up top. He's really making sure that funnel's nice and set. Queen has nowhere to go but straight in for this Town Hall here. She gets the scatter shot, gets the sweeper, gets that Archer Tower down, and then she's going to target the Town Hall and the Queen at the same time. They both get activated, and the Eagle's going to hit her, so she's going to take a lot of damage here, but luckily she's still going to stay alive. I'm going to go ahead and start the Hogs from the right side because I'm running really low on time. Notice how I dropped the Cleanup Wizard, at least the first Cleanup Wizard, right away, guys. That's going to make sure that you don't time fill, or it's going to at least help you a lot prevent the time fill. I am going to pop the Warden ability super early. I was just about a half second late there, so the Hogs did take damage from that bomb tower. Queen is beating through a good wall. She's going to go through the channel just like I wanted her to, but I'm going to heal up these Hogs, so they're going to get healed up from the damage of that bomb tower, so it's like they didn't take any at all as they move into this backside here. Royal Champ still at full health. Eagle's down now. Queen's tanking the Expo nicely, which is good for me. Hogs moving into this last Inferno Tower compartment. There is a Skelly Trap that's going to distract my Royal Champ for quite a while, but now the Queen's going to be able to step up, keep going in through this channel, and just get all these defenses here, which is super nice. I have an extra rage that I didn't even need for the Queen charge, so I'm going to use it on the Hogs there because there is a Tesla farm on the back end, and it also helps my Royal Champ just two-shot that enemy Royal Champ, take her out really fast. I'm going to pop the Royal Champ ability here. She's going to get almost all the rest of the defenses down. It's just that Cannon and Inferno Tower that the ability doesn't kill, but Queen still has her ability. Haven't even used it yet with the Wizards on cleanup and the Warden. That Hog tanking the Inferno Tower nicely and the healers tanking it nicely for the Queen. She's going to be able to finish off the rest of the base. Nice plan here. Even though it was baited, the plan still worked out. Just had to adjust on the fly and make sure I get that Inferno Tower with the charge. And that ended up working out really nicely for the triple there. We'll go ahead and check out Danny's attack real fast that you've also probably seen on iTzu's channel. So we'll just kind of go through it quickly here in 2 speed. He's just going to Sui his King and Queen for this Inferno Tower on the right side, Sui the Road Champ for the Inferno Tower at 9, and then just send all the dragons from the bottom side. The one thing we noticed about this base, all these Expos are on ground, and there's not much air targeting stuff in this whole entire section of the base. All there is the Eagle, a Scattershot and an AD together, a Scattershot and an AD together, and 2 Archer Towers. That's it. And they're all right next to each other, so you can take them out super easily. You can Sui your heroes over here, Sui your Road Champ over here. You can drop an early Rage and a bunch of balloons with a freeze. They're going to take out all 3 defenses. You can use your Stone Slammer for this side, take out all 3 defenses, and the dragons have to go through here. All they have to worry about is the Warden, the RC, and the CC. After they get through that, there's nothing that can even do any damage to them until they get to the Town Hall. And then you can pop the Warden ability, get through the Queen, and the backside should be easy because you should still have like 8 or 9 dragons alive. So that's exactly what he's going to do here. Sui on the right side, RC on the left side with a free spell to get that Inferno Tower. Queen's going to go up. She's going to get this Inferno Tower because the wall break is perfect and the pathing is perfect. Pop her ability there. Skelly Trap. Now he's going to start with the dragons early because he doesn't want to time fail. Then he's going to Rage, Freeze, just like I talked about with the loons there, and the baby dragon for the funnel. Stone Slammer on the other side to get the AD and distract the Scattershot. So these dragons, there's really nothing that can hurt them except for the Eagle. Tornado Trap gets activated early thanks to the loons. Town Hall's finally awake because he's at 51%. So he's going to freeze the Town Hall and the Sweeper there. Nice freeze. Everything pushing through. Still has another Rage and another freeze. Going to pop the Warden ability there. The dragons are going to lock onto the Queen after they take out the Town Hall, take her down, and there's really not much that can damage the dragons except for an Inferno Tower and 2 more Archer Towers, and that's it. He still has a Slammer up, still has a freeze. He's going to be able to push through it pretty easily here. So we'll fast forward through it. Just a ton of dragons flying through the rest of the base here. Not much that can damage them. Honestly, this plan was just perfect for this base. It was a really weird base. We weren't sure how to hit it with the ground, but the dragons was definitely the way to go. And beautiful execution here from Danny. Last attack here is going to be by Hexs on base number 1. He's going to be coming in with the Queen Charge Hybrid, and it's going to work out perfectly here with the Blimp for this 9 o'clock Inferno Tower. And he's going to walk the Town Hall and hybrid the top side. Really easy plan here. You just got to make sure your Blimp gets all the way to that Inferno Tower, takes it out. Then the Queen's going to walk in here for the Town Hall. She's going to keep going this way around for the rest of the base. King's going to take the top side, and then he's just going to hybrid in through the middle just like that and take out the Eagle. That's exactly what he's going to do here. Blimp going in, it's going to get all the value he needs it to. He's going to drop right on top of that Inferno Tower, kill the enemy Road Champ thanks to that freeze, and lure the CC. He's going to drop the Queen. Already a natural funnel was made because of that first building that went down, so you know Queen's going to walk this way. She's going to take out the CC here. It is a Witch and a double Ice Golem, so 1 poison should be easy enough to take it out. Minion here. The reason we're trying to funnel these buildings on the outside is to make sure Queen stays close to this wall so she eventually goes inside and doesn't stay outside going for trash. We need her to go inside to get the Town Hall on this one. Throw a strike. Queen's going to take out that Ice Golem. Took her about 7 days, but she finally gets him down. Then she's going to step up for that AD. Keep walking down here, which is perfect. We're going to fast forward a little bit through this walk. It's just her getting a bunch of Teslas, Wizard Towers, trash buildings. Eventually, she's going to step up for the Expo here. So he's going to drop that Rage a little aggressively. Perfect placement, though. She's going to be able to use it while she's getting the Town Hall. He drops the King here to make the funnel on the outside, and then the hybrid coming in from the top. King's also going to get that storage and that Archer Tower, which is just perfect. Queen gets stuck on some Skelly Traps before the Town Hall goes down, which is unfortunate, but it's going to be okay. The hybrid going in. It's kind of a wide spread here until the King makes all the funnel on the outside and the Hogs take out that Wizard Tower. Now everything can get kind of tightened up here into this Eagle compartment where he drops the first heal. Maybe should have used the Warden ability first before the first heal, but he decides to pop the Warden there afterward, going into that last Scatter Shot here. He still has 2 freezes, so he's going to freeze that Scatter Shot right as the heal wears off, or the Warden ability wears off. Everything pushing through. He's going to freeze again here to make sure he keeps everything nice and alive for as long as possible. There goes the last heal, pushing into the backside of the base. Luckily, the Road Champ's still alive with her ability. She's going to be able to get a ton of defenses here on the backside. Most of the Miners and Hogs already died off, which is unfortunate. Road Champ ability hits the Inferno Tower. She's going to go down, but the Miners and the Warden are going to be able to get that Inferno Tower just barely, which honestly saved this attack. If that Inferno Tower stayed up, it would have killed the Queen here and the King. Except, I think it's walkable. No, it's not. Perfect wall placement. Queen's gonna finish off the rest of the base here. A few more buildings to get. He's got some stuff at 6 o'clock and some stuff in the core. Luckily, it's all open thanks to this channel, so Queen's going to walk back around, and she's going to be able to get all this stuff, so we'll just go ahead and fast forward through it. So that's going to be it for this war here, guys. The perfect war, 15 stars against Sky09 here in the pre-qualifier. An amazing performance. This one really hyped us up going into the last one, which we're going to take a look at right now. Against Linzacos, I believe they are a Spanish clan, which we did get the victory 13-12 against these guys. Hitsue, Danny, and myself getting the triples again. I think Nick got super... No, 80 and 87. I'm thinking of a different war. But we'll go ahead and check out Hitsue's attack, and then Danny's attack, and then my attack, which is at the end of the war. Again, we're going to kind of go fast through Hitsue and Danny's attacks, because both of them have been shown on Hitsue's channel, so if you want to check those out in detail, Hitsue discusses all the planning really in depth, so definitely go check out Hitsue's video, or the last 2 videos that he made. But he's going to be doing a queen charge hybrid here, sending his queen to walk in from this 9 o'clock angle downward, and he wants to wall break in on this cannon, and he wants queen to go inside just like that, and he's going to hybrid the town hall with king on the outside, or siege barracks, to make the funnel there. Triple ice golem comes out of the CC. This Tesla, excuse me, this Tesla pops, which almost throws off the pathing, but luckily Queen's able to take it out without moving at all. King and siege barracks moving in from this 5 o'clock angle to walk upward, and then the hybrid going straight in for the town hall after Queen takes out the second ice golem. That's about the perfect timing. That way the hybrid gets rid of these defenses for the funnel for the Queen as she's taking out the third ice golem, so that way those go down, hybrid moves in, and Queen's going to reroute back up to go this way. Perfect timing there. Hitsue couldn't have done it better there with the timing. Pops the warden ability for the town hall. Queen's going to step up, hybrid killing the enemy king and that single target inferno, so the queen doesn't have to pop her ability just yet. He's going to rage up the queen again. She's going to tank this scatter shot in the core, which is really nice. So the hybrid only has 1 scatter shot on them instead of 2, so he can freeze the other one, so the hybrid doesn't have any scatter shots on them because the queen doesn't need that other scatter shot frozen. She can stay alive with the rage spell on the healers. She's going to beat through a wall here for some reason, which is really weird, even though she could have just walked back around here this way, which actually would have been better for us. No more heal spells, but he does have an extra rage that he didn't even have to use just yet. Wizard towers on the back end are taking out a lot of his miners, so he's going to lose most of them and some of the hogs here. Enemy row champ on the backside popped the RC ability. He already did that earlier. She got a few defenses. The warden and the RC are going to be able to take out the enemy RC and the Inferno Tower just barely in time before the RC goes down, which is nice. That way Queen can just walk the rest of this base and finish it off. King, P.E.K.K.A, Wizards up top on the funnel on the outside. They got so much value still alive going around. That's going to be a nice triple with a swag rage and a swag ability here by Hitsue. Beautiful attack to start off this war. Now we'll check out Danny's hit, and then we'll check out mine before we end the video here today. This one is a base we have seen before in the past, but we did fail on it last time we attacked it with dragons. This time, Danny's like, you know what? Let's go in with ground. I feel confident with this Yeti Smash plan. I think I can make the funnel on the left side with the Warden Walk, the funnel on the right side with the Siege Barracks and the King, and then just send the Yeti Smash into the core, and the pathing is going to be solid with the jump spells. Don't need any earthquakes on this one, and we were like, you know what? All right, let's do it. He's going to execute it perfectly as well. Only one thing that I think he did wrong in this attack, and he didn't pop the Queen ability early enough, and she's going to die right as she uses her ability because of the scatter shot weird effect where it can kill your Queen through her ability. If he had popped her ability about a second earlier, she would have lived probably through the whole attack, and it would have been even more overkill. But other than that, it's a beautiful attack here by Danny. He's going to be coming in, gets the double wall break early with the super wall breakers, then he jumps to the Town Hall. He's going to be able to pop the Warden ability here when he gets closer to the Town Hall. Luckily, the healers switched nice and early to the Yetis, which is just perfect timing. CC comes out. The Town Hall's already down before he has to even fight the CC, which is perfect. Hogs from the Siege Barracks come out there on the bottom side here. He still has the Roa Champ to deploy. Those healers are on the Yetis, and right here, this is what I'm talking about. Queen is getting hit by the single target Inferno and the scatter shot at the same time, and he just uses the auto ability here, and the scatter shot splash is going to kill her right there. Boom, she goes down. So he needed to pop her ability just a second or two earlier before she was super low on HP. And she would have stayed alive here and gotten these skellies and gotten a few more defenses before she went down. But it's still going to work out. Still going to be a triple because the plan was just perfect. Freezes the Eagle and the Expo on the back end. Royal Champ's going to be able to get this Tesla farm up top. And the healers are still on the Yetis, keeping them alive, which is nice. Still has a bowler alive as well. Some hogs from the Siege Barracks worked all the way around. They're distracting some of these defenses, which is nice. And that Royal Champ with her ability is going to be able to get the rest of the defenses here alongside with this Yeti that's not going to die. Thanks to those healers. he gets sprung eventually right at the tail end of the attack, but Roa Champ's going to be able to get the last defense. Still has a P.E.K.K.A. and Wizards from the Siege Barracks, though, so they could have finished it off even if the Roa Champ was dead. Beautiful attack here by Danny. We'll go and fast forward through that last cleanup there. Let you look at the army camp, watch those 3 stars pop up on the screen because it's beautiful. And we'll go ahead and check out the last attack of the war here. This one I did right at the end of the war. They did get 12 stars against us, so we needed this triple here to get the victory, to get us to 13 stars. I believe this was another plan by Hitsue. At first we were thinking, maybe just walk the town hall from either side and then hybrid the rest. But he was like, no, it's going to be better if you get one of these Inferno Towers down. So you should probably try to charge in like this, get the Inferno Tower, and she'll be able to reach the town hall. And so I went with that, and it ended up working out perfectly. I executed it nicely. Queen's going to step up, get that Inferno Tower, then she'll get the town hall. And then this one is going to lead to the victory of the war here. Luckily, we were able to win this one. This was the round of 128, so now we're in the top 64, which will be coming up this upcoming weekend, guys. It's going to be streamed live. Tons of people are going to be streaming it. I'm sure Carbon Finn's going to be streaming our war for sure. There's probably going to be a lot of people streaming the Tribe Gaming Wars. There's still a ton of teams in our bracket in particular. I think MCES, Team Queso, Dance, a few other teams. I know I'm forgetting some. There's a bunch of pro clans in our portion of the bracket that we may have to face in order to qualify for the well, I say the Poland event, but I don't think they're actually doing the first couple in Poland anymore. But the first big event, that's going to be a qualifier for the Worlds tournament at the end of the year. So hopefully we can do well this upcoming weekend. Definitely come check us out on Twitch, though. But anyways, let's get right back to this. Got the double layer break here for the Inferno Tower compartment, so Queen can get in here. She doesn't need that second break to reach the Town Hall, but what she will get with that second break is she's going to reroute back in here after she kills the CC, and she'll be able to reach the scatter shot, which is really nice. And then even more value, which I wasn't planning on, but kind of hoping for, is she's going to beat through a wall here. She's going to kill the enemy Road Champ, the enemy Inferno Tower, and the Expo there, which is going to be really good for the pathing for the hybrid. So I'm already starting with the hybrid down south. Queen took out the CC. She's going to finish off the Town Hall. I used my BK to funnel the Queen just to make sure that the funnel was set, because I needed Queen to go in there, get that Inferno Tower down, and get that Town Hall, or else she would have died to the single target Inferno if she went outside the walls. So I used the BK just to be safe there. And then Siege Barracks on the outside, hybrid right here where the Queen's not going to be able to reach. She gets that Town Hall down. Hybrid pushing in through these storages. There were a ton of storages at the bottom, so I used the miners and the warden first, and then I waited about 10 or 15 seconds to use the hogs, so that way they can all kind of meet up at the same time as they push into the core here. Then I'm going to pop the warden ability. I used a heal early. I'm going to pop the warden here over the Eagle and the King and the Queen, because the King and the Queen do so much damage to your miners, guys. I mean, that Queen can just pop off, go bam, 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 and she can take out 4, 5, 6 miners in like 10 seconds. It's crazy how much damage she does. So you have to be careful with that. Use the last heal over this bomb tower, and there is a Tesla farm on the left side, which actually kills off my Siege Barracks troops, so the P.E.K.K.A. and the Wizards all died off on this one. Luckily, again, I have another extra rage I didn't need for the Queen charge, so I'm going to use it on the hybrid here. They're going to push through that last Inferno Tower. Miners pushing through these last defenses. Queen's going to get this Wizard Tower. I still have the Royal Champ ability. I'm going to be able to use her shield ability for that Tesla farm on the back end, and then it's just clean up from there. I have an Archer up top, and all these miners are going to do the cleanup up top. So I'm going to wait until Royal Champ's about down here. Then I'm going to pop her ability. That way she can start doing cleanup on the lowest building instead of the highest building, because this one was kind of close on time. But I am going to end up getting it. So it's going to be a nice triple here again with the Queen Charge hybrid. So that's going to be it for today, guys. You got to see all of our wars from the ESL pre-qualifier moving into the closed qualifier next weekend. Tribe Gaming finishing 13-11, 15-11, and 13-12. We were able to get the victory in all 3 wars here with dominating performances in all of them. Our lowest score was 13, so that's pretty impressive if you ask me. Tribe looking strong moving into next weekend. Hopefully we do well. Definitely come check us out on Twitch. Let me know if you like the video, guys. Let me know down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.